Do you know, when I actually bought this big box of gloves, I never thought I'd actually go through them all. How stupid was I? So you found me again back in my garage, do a bit of a service. I'm not sure if it's actually ever been serviced. I know that when I took the secondary air intakes out and the O2 sensors and did the airbox delete, sorry, did the took the the baffle out, the air baffle out, that's all been done, so the air box is completely clean. What I have got is 2 new spark plugs, the NGK Iridium versions, and I've got a Triumph part as well, the oil filter. It seems pretty straightforward, so I just need to level my bike because I haven't got a centre stand, and drain the oil out, see what happens. So I've taken spark plug covers off. It looks pretty grim in there, to say the least. There's one there and one on there, so taking those out, easy. It's like anything with this bike, it's old, everything's seized up. I can't get the oil filter cap off, so yeah, either have to go Google it again and find out what I'm doing wrong, or try and find a tool. But yeah, the bit in question, I'll show you now. So I've had to move my oil pan out of the way. So this is the culprit. That will not budge. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to take my stump guard off to get easier access. Got my hand under there, try to twist it, nothing's happening. Okay, so I can't get that filter off whatsoever. So I am going to Halfords, against our better judgment, to go buy a filter wrench. Easy as that. Got one of these things that go on the bottom of the oil filter, and then I just wrench this out. Let's see. It's times like this I either wish I knew what I was doing or just have the money for people to do it for me. But yeah, obviously that doesn't fit. So back to Halfords and get something else. Great. Okay, so back to Halfords, changed it out, got one of these oil filter wrench things. I've seen a guy on YouTube use it, so yeah, hopefully now this is the one. Come on. What an absolutely moronic place to put something. It's just one thing after another with this bike. I know it's 10 years old, but it doesn't look like anything's ever been done to it. So this now is my new issue. This thing where the oil comes out is absolutely just on there. I've WD-40'd it. I've got this thing, which is not going anywhere. I've even got this thing. Like, nothing's working. Absolutely. And I need a good night's sleep because this is really starting to piss me off. Everything is just seized up on the bike. So if anything, I just need to take better care of it, give it an absolute once over. The tools from Amazon, absolute shite, don't fit the spark plugs whatsoever. So I think these got to a 17 and must need an 18 for it, which again isn't in my little mini tool set. Everything's just an absolute pain in the ass. One thing that did come off really easy was my oil cap, which is nice. I've got oil draining through the filter, which again I've put a hole in because I just got annoyed with it, and that's draining out now, but I still can't get any grip. These are absolute waste of money. There's not enough room without a center stand and anything for the bike. I've got it up, well, you can see I've got it braced up on wooden planks and things. It's just, yeah, it's just, I need a night off. So what should have taken me, what, an hour, it's taken me 30 minutes of bodge jobs, and I've already lost patience with it. So yeah, on to another day, I guess. Okay, so you joined me on day 2. So with the help of my neighbour, I've actually managed to get the plug out that I needed to. So oil is now been draining for a good 40 or so minutes. I'm waiting again from Amazon to get a spark plug removal tool to send back the one that I got the other day, and then the only other thing then left to do is to put the oil filter on the bike. So I will show you the state of the old one. I had to put a screwdriver through it to get a twist on it to actually get it out. So yeah, I honestly don't think the bike's been touched in the 10 years I had, or that it's been made. It's only done, well, 14,000 miles. It should have been done, but it definitely doesn't look like it's been taken care of very well. I'm going to start taking better care of it because I want this bike to last me a very, very long time. Okay, so update. Pretty happy now that I've got, I say, the right tools. So yeah, big shout out to my neighbour, because without his actual tool I never would have been able to get that off. Once that first crack happened, it came off relatively easy after that, but I bought a replacement screw anyway because one didn't come with the official Triumph oil filter. So anyway, I bought one that's arriving today. I've got the oil and I just need to wait now for the spark plug removal tool, and then we are good to go. Do all that, start the Bonnie up, and then yeah, should be good to go. So happy with that, but I have realised I need to really go through this bike with a fine tooth comb and just make sure everything's absolutely spot on before I even do anything longer distance. But they're coming thick and fast, we're running out of days. I was keen to get this back on the road and start filming some great content and me having some great experiences, which is what it's all about. So parts have arrived, a bit close to camera there. So it's time to get the spark plugs out, so hopefully this works. So I feel like I'm going to have to take this hank off because this is really annoying. So yeah, stop piss-assing about. Spark plug in, spark plug in. Today's been a good day overall. Managed to get most of the stuff done, so yeah. Whew, bolts are on, everything now is just put on the oil filter, top it with oil. We're good. But I'll do that tomorrow, so yeah, see you later. So I've spent so much time in my garage the past few days, I've actually dreamt that I had a nice clean garage, and I thought it was true until I've just seen it now. Anyway, so day 3, I only have to put the oil filter on, give everything a once over. It's a bit close. Put the oil filter on, give everything a once over, and the bike should be good to go. Hopefully. Let's see how I get on. Do you know, when I actually bought this big box of gloves, I never thought I'd actually go through them all. How stupid was I? And actually, when I get the bikes down and out, I felt about just giving them the gloves anyway, because I'm never going to do any work to it. Okay, so moment of truth. Got my oil, which is my Castrol. Got my Triumph oil. Oh, I need to buy a funnel. Honestly, just one thing after another. Right, so apparently put a little bit of oil in there. Then you rub some around the ring, and then wash it, and then hand tighten this. Let's see how it goes. So I've heard that you shouldn't be over tightening them. I've tightened that up the best I possibly can. So the only thing I need to do now is to top the oil up and then, yeah, see how we go. But I do need a funnel for that because at the minute I haven't got one. Okay, so new plan. I can't be bothered spending any more money. I've cleared too much coffees today. So I'm going to use this. Hopefully my wife doesn't mind. It's pretty knackered anyway, so I'll buy her a new one. This way I believe I can measure what is actually going into the bike rather than trying to eyeball it, because the way things are going, I won't be able to do that very well either. So yeah, last bit now, home stretch, let's do it. So, topping it all up, sight glass, not too shabby. So my only worry now is, why is that still like that? Okay, so changed everything. The sight glass was within the limit of the max and not max beforehand. The bike's definitely level. I've ran it. Now it's showing like there's nothing in it, which is what happened the other day when I got back from York. So the oil light's not on yet, so I feel like I'm going to take it out 5 or 10 minutes, see what happens, and top it up if I need to. But there's no leaks, so I'm pleased with all that work. New spark plugs are in. Yeah, we'll see. So if there's no leaks, what's happening? Took the bike out and the oil was still coming on, so I added more oil. I think the issue with it was actually keeping the bike level. Every time it was tipping, it looked like there was no oil in it. Anyway, I was probably a little bit too cautious trying to overfill the bike. But anyway, filled it up, kept it level, did everything I needed to do, took it out for a run, and nothing. No lights, no nothing. Sounds and feels perfect. So super happy with that, and now I can tick no to do a service off my list. And I know the bike has also got new spark plugs, new oil filter, and new oil. So happy with that result. Also, as well, while I'm here, I'm really interested to see in the comments how I would reinstall my pannier without damaging my light. Otherwise, it's got to go back into down and out. Got another plate on the other side, so realistically, I can only get one on here. So my pannier sits behind there, so it goes back, and then it would attach here. But because I've got the Calama lights on this Moto and bracket, there's no way I can get the bracket on with the pannier. Yeah, that is not gonna work.